Welcome to Silver Pros, sponsored by Hero Bullion. I am your host, Silver Dragons, but I'm joined here with my co-host, Yankee Stacking. What's going on, Yankee?
Hi, Silver Dragons. So good to be here with you, as always.
Of course, and tonight we'll be discussing the best silver for stacking, hands down.
Hands down.
It's a great topic, right?
It really is. And I think this may help not only just new stackers, but some of the more experienced ones too, because the answer to this changes sometimes.
It does change from time to time. When we first started doing our show, which was this is basically our third season, it was all about those Eagles, right?
Oh man, we had to stack the Eagles. I was so focused on this, it was ridiculous.
We were stacking them hard, but they were a great buy back then.
They were ridiculously inexpensive compared to what we see today.
Yeah, I was just watching one of my older videos and talking about how spot price was like $15 an ounce,
Right.
and are picking up Eagles for $18 a pop. And I'm like, oh man, I wish I could do that today, right?
Oh, I would love that.
But unfortunately, the premiums are way higher than $3 now on these. So they are not really the best for stacking. And we are going to get to what is the best. And as we said, it does change. So there is one aspect that doesn't change, and we'll save that for the very end. Okay?
Right.
But
So let's talk about the first. Let's talk about the first type of silver and silver stacking. What do you think?
yeah. Well, I mean, the people buy silver for different reasons. And so,
Okay, good point.
I mean, maybe you're a prepper, and the best for you would be different from someone who's maybe a flipper. They get in and out real quick, or someone who's a long-term stacker or investor. But yeah, we should definitely talk about all three. Do you want to cover prepping, Yankee?
Yeah, maybe I should. Yeah, hypothetically speaking, of course. I'll have to pretend I'm a prepper, right?
Oh, you're a prepper, Yankee.
No,
We all know.
just let's do hypothetically speaking, because the first rule of prepping is you don't tell people you're prepping, right?
Oh, the first rule of prepping. So, well, obviously prepping is, you're prepping
Yes.
for SHTF, right?
Yeah, I'm preparing for a variety of scenarios that could happen, and an SHTF is definitely one scenario. So there's silver that I think lends itself well to preparing for the worst.
Mm-hmm.
Again, preparing doesn't mean you want the worst to happen. I've talked to some people that say, "Yeah, Yankee, bring it on! I can't wait to use my silver in a prepping situation."
Oh,
I'm
boy.
like, dude, are you nuts? Don't do that.
Right,
Don't want that. So yeah, I don't want to ever have to use this insurance, but let me tell you, junk silver, or as I really like to call it, constitutional silver, is
Right.
a phenomenal type of silver to stack.
So you think that's the best for preppers, hands down?
This is the best. It's not the only, but it is the best in my opinion.
Well, what would
And,
another thing be?
well, and by the way, I just want to clarify too. When I say constitutional silver, primarily I'm talking about 90%. So a 64 Kennedy, a Benji $half, those are 90%. Quarters, dimes,
Right.
those are the primary 90% silver that I like to stack for prepping purposes.
If you had to pick one, $half,
Mm,
dime, or quarter, what do you pick?
dimes.
Yes! It's
Dimes
all about
all the
the
way,
dimes.
man.
It's always, they're the most fractional of the 90%ers. Each
Isn't it great?
dime is a 14th of an ounce of silver. So
Love
if
that.
you're prepping and wanting to make transactions and whatnot with silver, that's the one.
This is the one. And you've done some good videos on it, but I have to say, the person that got me involved with dimes is my dear old dad.
That's awesome.
He thought dimes were the bomb. So yeah, and right here, if you throw what, like a $1.40,
$1.40.
that's an ounce, roughly an ounce of silver. So 20 ounce.
Yep.
So, yeah.
So those are the best. What would some other options be for preppers?
Well, second would be, in my opinion, constitution. No, I'm sorry, not constitutional. Sorry, government minted silver bullion. So Canadian maple leafs right now. I just bought this not too long ago.
Ooh, yeah.
And let me tell you why, because this is a little bit controversial. If you talk to a person in Europe that is stacking silver, one of the things that they deal with is the need to hallmark their silver and have it assayed. In other words, they have to show that that silver is legit, and they have to go through some pretty hefty process, right?
Right.
To get that done. Here in America, we don't have to do that. But when it comes to trust of silver, not trust in our US government, but trust that this is what it says it is, I say that like an American Silver Eagle is the way to go under normal circumstances. And maybe we're not in the most normal of circumstances with premiums, but this
Sure.
thing has Liberty on it, and God we trust. It has a lot of hallmarking built in. Okay.
So you're
Not that,
saying get it based on what country you live in. So if you
yes.
live in USA, get
Yeah,
the Eagles. If you live in Canada, get the Maples. UK,
exactly.
Britannias, etc.
If you're, yeah, and since I'm so far north and could just drive to Canada, not too long. I mean, the Canadian Maple Leafs are another good one for me to stack, and they're a little cheaper than American Silver Eagles right now. So,
One thing that I do want to bring up is that there are some variations on junk silver. You mentioned
mm-hmm.
the 90 percenters, but there's also the 40% Kennedys, and then there's
Yes,
the 35% war nickels.
right.
And you can get screaming deals on the war nickels.
Okay.
So if you want to stack that weight and have something to barter with, that's a great way to get some weight up.
I
I
think
mean,
you're right. It
yeah,
is going to take up a lot more space if you're a serious stacker.
yeah.
It really is. But yeah, you're right. The deals are there. And oh, I don't know if you can hear that. I'm just running my hands through a stack of constitutional
You're
silver.
jingling it around, Yankee.
I'm jingling it. That's the other benefit of this kind of silver. You can just run your hands through it and roll around. Okay. So,
Roll around in it, yeah.
no, I'm just joking.
Only you, Yankee. Okay, so that would be junk silver. What about for flipping? Because some people want to get in and get out really quick, and flipping silver is a great way to make money. So, should we talk about some of the best items to flip?
Absolutely.
Okay, I think let's go to the computer screen here. This one here. Oh man, these are going to be so hot. Now
I
the
hope so, dude. I hope so.
the initial release of the Morgan dollars was totally botched, but you and I both got some, right?
Yes.
So
I
eventually,
got I
how,
got not as many as I hoped to get, but I did get some.
how many did you get? Because it was a limit of 10 per household.
Yeah, I didn't get the full 10. I got 4 of the O's and Orleans and 2 of the what was the
Carson
other one?
City.
Carson City. No, it was the other way around. Sorry, 4 Carson City, 2 O's. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. 4
So,
Carson City.
yeah, mine was similar. But I think that the U.S. Mint has a lot of flippable items,
Mm.
and I think that these Morgan dollars, they're already super hot on the secondary market. But I think they're going to be a great item to buy and resell to make money on, and then you can take that money and you can buy more silver with it. You don't have to buy these to keep.
Mm-hmm.
Another one that I want to point out. Check this out.
Mm-hmm.
There's a product limit on the American Silver Eagle proof coins.
Yes.
Now this
That's
is
the first time they've done that?
I think last year was the first time. Now this is the
Oh.
current design, but they're changing designs obviously this year.
Mm-hmm.
So let's check out the new design, which oh man, I think it actually might be a pretty good flip. Let's see here. Oh, here are the Morgan dollars that already came out, the CC and the O Privy, and this is going to be the new one. Look at the product limit here, 300,000. This is probably going to be an instant sellout.
Sounds high, but what is it usually? What do they usually sell?
Well, usually there's no product limit, and they usually make about 400,000 or 500,000 a year.
Right.
So it's lower, but they are capping it. They're saying they're not going to make more than that. And I know it's $73 a coin, and you're saying, oh, this is only 1 ounce of silver. But you could probably, it's not a guarantee, but I'm sure you could at least double your money on the secondary market with these.
This would be, like you said, a flip. This is not something I'm going to stack.
Yeah, absolutely not for stacking. This is get in, get out, make some cash,
Yeah,
put that cash towards your stacking.
because
So
you want to get rid of that reverse.
the clipped eagle wing, right?
Oh, anyway,
Another thing that could be a good flip is Hero Bullion, our sponsor for the show, is they got these on pre-sale for $205. It's the second in the series. What do you think of that
that
one, Yankee?
I think that's a good price. I won't mention where else we've seen it, but it was higher than that.
Yep, they did sell out at another bullion dealer. They were about $280 when they sold out from that one.
Yeah,
So you get them a
that's a
lot
good
cheaper
price.
here. But the first one in the series was going for $300 to $350 on eBay.
Right.
And this is limited mintage of only 2,000. That's one thing you want to look for, limited mintage. So
Exactly. This is the flips. And we've done quite a few flips. You've done more than I think than I have. I'm not primarily a flipper stacker, but you definitely know how to do some really good flips.
I do appreciate it. I've done a few, and I have had a few home runs. One home run that people are finding is the Error Wolverine coin.
Dude, this is insane.
These
Do you
are
know what the
sold listings on eBay.
but do you know what the error is, right?
They put the wrong date.
How do you put a date of 2018 in 2020?
Yeah. Yeah.
Somebody lost their job.
Someone over at New Way probably did. I mean, these are supposed to be all 2021s, and they're stamped
I'm sorry,
2018.
2021. Yeah, right.
Yeah, so they stamped in 2018. The regular ones, the non-error, they're going for about $55. But the errors, I mean, that's a home run for the people that bought these. So that's quite a bit of money. You got to keep your eyes peeled for stuff like that for sure.
These are the flips, right? And you know what? You could have flipped that. You can flip the Wolverine even if it says 2021, right?
Yeah. I mean, when they
You'll
came
get
out, they
something.
were $35, and now they're
Yeah.
going for 55. So
There you go.
even the non-error is still flippable for sure. And again, that's make some money. Get in, get out, and then sell it and buy more silver or whatever you want to do with it.
Yeah, get in and get out. I love that because a lot of times people maybe get greedy. They buy a bunch of stuff thinking I'm going to flip this, and not that it doesn't ever happen, but most of the time the price doesn't stay up forever.
Right. They wait too long.
Some items there's they keep going up, but most don't. So I say get in, get out.
That's a great point. So probably the main reason people clicked on this video is because they're stackers and they want to know, what's the best silver for stacking or investing. So, what are some items that could be really good, Yankee?
Well, bars, silver bars, and rounds, which are just basically round bars.
Yep.
Those are good.
How about coins? I mean, you mentioned for prepping, but I think government minted coins are great for stacking as well.
They are, but you just need to be really careful. This is a rough year to be, I think, stacking American Silver Eagles. It's this year, especially this date of American Silver Eagles with such short mintage runs of the first type. Anytime they change types, you're going to get a lot of collectors in there. It's going to drive prices up. I would suggest if you got to get American Silver Eagles, look for some old, back dates. Try to get deals if you can, or just change the type of government minted silver bullion you're after.
Right. And obviously look at your local coin shop because they could have great deals on them.
I know Tim does. Yeah.
Yeah.
Definitely on the back dates, not on the latest ones.
So basically the best type of silver for stacking or investing is going to be relatively low premium but recognizable silver. That's the key, right?
Recognizability is important. I think some people might think, well, Silver Dragons, just buy the cheapest silver you can get. That's always the best, right? Is that the case? Is it always the best?
It's really not. And I'll give you a few examples. One thing that a lot of people find really cheap is sterling silver. And it's very hard to resell. If you sell it to a refinery, you're taking a massive hit on it. 60 to 80% of the spot price is what you resell that for. Same with silver shot. So, people find this stuff really cheap. They think this has got to be the best for stacking. It's not. You definitely want a date on your silver. You want the fineness on your silver. You want it to say that it's silver. So, and sterling and shot, they don't have all those things.
Good point.
Now, what is something that never changes, Yankee, in regard to a great thing to stack? Probably the best thing, hands down. What doesn't change?
I would say that it is taking advantage of really great opportunities that just present themselves when you least expect it.
So, for example, if something is on sale.
Yes, sale items. It's a great example. I'm going to show you these. This was a private sale. I got these 4 American Silver Eagles for $25 each.
Wow.
And when that happens, you just buy them. You don't think, you buy.
So it's really maybe keeping some dry powder in the keg, waiting for the deals?
That is hard to do, but I recommend you do. Have some cash.
I think so too. And also, one thing that was a great deal that we used to have that we don't anymore was the spot deals. Do you remember those?
Oh, yes. Every bullion dealer on the planet seemed to be doing those.
Yeah, I know. Let's see. Provident had them. JM. Let's see. SD, Monument. They all had silver spot deals, but those went away last March. 2020. March of 2020, I should say.
Did you take advantage of all of them?
I actually did buy every single spot deal.
Every single one.
Silver Gold Bull had one.
Yep.
Every single one I took advantage of.
Good for you. I don't think I nailed every one of them, but I did a lot of them. It's like, wow, they're gone. But that type of thing is what you want to jump on now, Yep. So I'll give you another example. And again, this was local coin shop. Pull my Libertad over. The Patriot pistol. These were those, Washington 90%, America the Beautiful, not the 999, but the 90%.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, and he had a bunch of them, and he was like, "Yeah, I'll sell them." And it wasn't that much more. He said, "Yeah, I'm not really getting rid of them." And then I asked him just today. I probably shouldn't mention this, but I asked him today, and he said, "Well, I've got a bunch of other ones, but you have to crack them out of the mint." I'm like, "Okay, I'll crack them." And he's like, "Yeah, I can give them to you for." In other words, it was an opportunity, and I took advantage of it.
Yeah. I think when you find the opportunities, when they come to you, that's really when you're going to find the best silver for stacking. So you got to keep your eyes peeled, whether it be a private party sale or a sale from an online bullion dealer. In fact, I'll point out one real quick. Hero Bullion has got $1 face right now as low as 21.8x, which is way lower.
That is way lower.
I mean, you got to buy 1,000, but even if you only buy $1, 22.5x is one of the best deals I've seen in a long time on.
I'm seeing 24 and 25.
Yep. So you got to jump on the deals when you find them, and that's how you stack it cheap. Anything else you want to say regarding the best silver, Yankee?
The best silver? I still love my constitutional silver. Come on, man. You gotta love this stuff, right? Okay, I'll put it
down. How could you not love it? I mean, it's rarely ever faked. It's unless it's like a numismatic coin, right? But most of them, they're very trusted. Usually you can pick them up very cheap, and I like them as well. Yeah. That was super fun, Yankee. I hope everyone enjoyed our discussion today, and we'll see you next time on Silver Pros.
Stack like a pro.